Hey, Tiger Talk fam. Welcome to our 37th episode of Tiger Talk for Season 4. We're your hosts. I'm Sophia. I'm with the 5th grade.
I am Brayden, and I'm a 4th grader.
I'm Gabby. I'm also a 4th grader.
We are East students at John Tyson Elementary School in Springdale, Arkansas.
And this year, our school is celebrating its 50th anniversary.
So we are going to tell your golden stories. We have invited Tyson Tigers from 1972 through 2022 to join us this season.
Today, we're talking with Miss Judy K. Vest, a former teacher at JTE and a former parent.
Welcome, Miss Vest. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, thank you, and I am so excited that you invited me and that I got to be here today. Well, first of all, I now live in Wichita, Kansas, and I drove here yesterday so that I could attend your 50th anniversary. It's so exciting to get to see so many people here. I grew up in Arkansas. I attended elementary, middle school, high school in Arkansas, and then I came over to the University of Arkansas to go to college. And that's where I earned my teaching degree because I had always wanted to be a teacher. But I'll have to tell you, when I was over at the University of Arkansas, sometimes I would drive by over here in Springdale. And do you know what was here, right here on your school campus?
No.
Nothing. It was beautiful green grass and cattle. There were no buildings here.
Wow.
Isn't that strange? And now I come and look and I see your beautiful school. So a lot of things have happened since I started here many years ago. I'm retired from teaching now. I taught for right at 30 years. I taught here, and then I taught a little bit in Wichita, Kansas as a part-time teacher there. But when I moved here, I had a daughter that was in the 6th grade, and I had a son that was in the 1st grade. And so they got to start out and be Tyson Tigers. So Tyson is very, very special to us. And now I had those 2 children, and now I have 5 grandchildren. And I'm so proud of my grandchildren. And do you know something special with them? Because we all love to read. Do you guys love to read?
Yes.
Oh, reading is so awesome. And do you know they're like, one is 23 years old, one is 21, one's 19, and one is 7, and one is 3 years old. And all of those children, except my 3-year-old, I've taught them how to read. I had them reading before they went to school. So now I'm excited it won't be long until I get to teach the little 3-year-old to read.
Very interesting.
What is your favorite memory at JTE?
Well, I'll tell you, that was a very hard question for me. I had to think because there's so many wonderful things that happened while I was here. And one of the things that was really special was I started out working and helping students who needed just a little bit of extra help with reading and with math. And it was just so awesome to see how they grew throughout the school year and how all of their reading abilities got better. They got better with math. And that's something about being a teacher is when you see your students improve and get better, that's just the greatest reward that you can ever have. And another memory, all the teachers that I worked with, they were awesome. So when I think about John Tyson Elementary, really, I didn't even think of one little itsy-bitsy teeny tiny bad thing because everything was awesome here. So I thoroughly enjoyed all that time when I was here at Tyson Elementary.
I love that memory.
What is a lesson you learned from the students and staff at JTE that has helped you in life?
Well, one of those things was that as a teacher, first of all, I learned very quickly that it's my job to make your learning experience interesting and that I need to do things in my classroom so that you are interested and that you want to learn more. There were just so many different things that we did, and we had Mrs. Malone was our principal then, and it was like everything that we did, the first thing we thought about was, how can this help my students? How can this make them learn more? And how can it make me a better teacher?
That is a really good lesson.
Obviously, JTE is very special to you. You drove all the way from Kansas to attend the JTE's Golden Celebration yesterday. Why is JTE special to you?
It is very special. It was very special at the very beginning because that first year, both of my children went to school here. And so that was the only time out of all of my teaching career that we got to come to school together. So that was very special to be able to come and to see them. It's just a special place when I walked in that front door of a morning. I knew that I was walking into my job and I was going to be happy all day because I loved what I was doing. I loved my students who were eager to learn. Man, there might have been one or two that weren't quite so eager, but they finally got there. And with the people, we made friends. I have friends. Yeah, well, yesterday when I came to the celebration, there were teachers there that I hadn't probably seen in 20 or 30 years. And we just reconnected. So lots and lots of special relationships were made then.
I love that. As you know, our school mascot is a tiger. You actually got to meet the new tiger mascot yesterday. If you were a tiger, what sound would you make?
Well, let's see. With a tiger, they kind of slip up quietly. They don't want you to know they're coming. And then they get right close to you and they go, "Arr!"
That was amazing.
Our East program started a campaign to spread positivity. What is the best way you know to spread positivity?
I love that you're so interested in doing that. That is awesome. That's what's going to make this world a much better place. And one thing that I've learned is when I'm being positive, I hope that I'm making you happy. I hope I'm making you be positive. So what I've tried to do is before I say something, I try to think, okay, if I say something, if that's really encouraging, how's that going to make you feel? You going to feel better if I'm encouraging?
Yes.
And so what I would like to do is the words that come out of my mouth, I want to be an encouragement. And so therefore I'm practicing it. And hopefully the people that are around me will say, oh, Miss Vest, she's usually really, really positive. And I hope that they're going to want to be positive. Because you have to, my grandmother, who she taught school, and if she were alive today, she would have had a birthday last week, and she would have been 116 years old. And she always said, if you can't say anything nice and positive, be quiet. Don't say anything. So I think to help others to be positive is to be an example of being positive and to practice doing that. And it's not always easy. When you start out, every day, look for something good, something positive in your day.
That's a great way to spread positivity.
Thank you for sharing your golden story with us.
Once a tiger, always a tiger.
And now it's time for the tiger tee-hee.
The tiger tee-hee is the time when we tell you a joke to make you laugh because laughter fixes everything.
Since you are a former teacher, we have a school joke for you. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Why did the jelly bean go to school?
Why did the jelly bean go to school? Surely he went because he wanted to be smarter.
You wanted to be a smarty.
Oh. And that's one of my grandson's favorite candy or Smarties. I love that.
Up next, we'll talk with Miss Marianne, our JTE cafeteria queen. Tigers talk to you later. Roar.